Hello. Excuse me. Hello and a very warm welcome to my live. My name is Julie-Sian. I'm coming to you live from the UK, Northampton, Northamptonshire. And a very warm welcome to Thoughtful and Thankful Tarot Thursday, the court cards and messages. Yes, so Thoughtful and Thankful Thursday, Tarot Thursday. This is what I'm trying to do, a theme each week, so we know vaguely when you check in on me what we're covering. So thoughtful and thankful, it always has been thoughtful and thankful Thursday. A lot of people do this. We're thinking about life, where we're going, what we're doing, how we're perceiving life, how we're perceiving the illusions, thoughting about that. We're thankful. Hello, Sally. We're thankful for our lives. We're thankful. I mean, I'm thankful. I've had an absolutely amazing day. And Sally, yes, I did it in an hour and a half. Ah! Yes, can you believe it? Hopefully you haven't fallen off your seat in your... Yeah, I texted her something I was about to do at 4. And I said, hopefully I'll be finished by 6. And she laughed. And I went, I did it in an hour and a half. Yes, rock on. It's really good, actually. Time chunking. Yeah, I know, bloody hell. Yeah, I was surprised as well. I was getting very, and I've actually, in between then, I've gone faint. I know, I can't believe it. It has actually, though, it's still trying to upload to the cloud. So I don't know how I'm going to access this, but I'll worry about that later. It's because I've got using my new laptop, etc., and it's recorded, it saved it to somewhere where I don't know where it's saved. So I've got a slight problem there. But hey ho, but I will sort that out in an hour when I finish. But I've actually even managed to photograph the cards. I haven't sent them to her. And I've actually prepared a chicken and the roast chicken's in. So I will say now that probably about 7 o'clock, my daughter, oh, it's not working. My daughter may come down at about 7 and start banging and crashing to make the roast potatoes. Yes, we're having roast chicken today. I've got the heart to tell her, though, we've got no Yorkshire puds. What? What? It's going to be a disastrous roast dinner. What do you mean, a roast dinner with Yorkshire puds? Well, possibly at 7 o'clock, I'm going to have to dash out to the shop to get some Yorkshire puds. Unless my bestie over the road has got one. Yes. Thinking about, no, it's going to be an absolutely perfect dinner. Maybe we don't need Yorkshire puds. I'm told of that. So, yeah, Thoughtful and Thankful Thursday. Hello everybody, we've got some beautiful people with us tonight. I'm so excited that you're all here to join us for Thoughtful and Thankful and Tarot Thursday, about the court cards and messages. Yes, absolutely. So while I'm waiting for more people to find us, shall I do the disclaimer? I may or may not do readings today. If I do, I will be using the Angel Tarot cards. You do need to be over 18 for this reading. You need to... yeah, you definitely need reading over 18. Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, we had to go without Yorkies. The woman in the freezer looked at us. They do, don't they? They do look a bit sad. I know. What a disaster. No Yorkshires with a roast. Like I said, I'll probably have to dash out to the corner shop to see if they got some Yorkshires in the deep freeze and get home and do that. Yeah, not allowed to give legal, medical or financial advice or pregnancy advice. It's classed for entertainment purposes only. It's a legal requirement, I have to say, entertainment. It is not a cop-out. As I said yesterday, this is not a cop-out. It is a legal thing that I have to say. It's for entertainment purposes. If you choose to use the information for any other reason apart from that, it's down to you, not for that. Thankful I managed to avoid the rain today and only got lost 20 minutes getting home when the railway ground to a halt at Leighton Buzzard. Oh! Not good. I mean, come on, Colin. Big boys and their toys. Didn't you have more control over the trains? I mean, what do you do for a living? I thought you had something to do with the trains. Joke. Oh, I wonder what happened at Leighton Buzzard. And only got lost 20 minutes getting home. Oh, right. So how did you get... Was your bus... Did your car was parked at Leighton Buzzard or... That sounds interesting. So, Alicia, yeah, well, we managed to avoid. I've had a lovely day. Actually, I had quite a productive day today. My bestie and I went out for the day. She was off today. So my bestie and I went out some girly time. Yeah, need it. We went to Beckworth Emporium. Never been there before. So I did something new today, something different today, Beckworth Emporium. And I've been saying, and this is, when you sort of think outside the box, got to think outside the box when you sort of come up with the solution stuff. As you walked, Colin will know this, because I just visited that house, sort of the flat. I've got this tiny front yard, don't know that, and there's this big overgrown hedge. But as you walk down the path, there is literally, it's about a foot wide, maybe 14 inches wide, and it's the length of a mud patch. A mud patch, absolute mud patch, but it's just there. I suppose you could. And I've been whinging and go, oh, I miss my garden. I miss my herbs. I miss using fresh herbs. I love my herbs. I love like getting fresh mint and making fresh mint. So parts at Tring. I had a bit of a wait at Watford. Ooh, Tring. So you had to get from Leighton Buzzard to Tring. That's not easy, because Tring railway station is nowhere near Tring. And you know why? Because of the Rothschilds. The Rothschilds did not want the railway in Tring by their house. And they had so much money. So that's why the Tring railway station is nowhere near Tring, because of the Rothschilds. Useless information. But it's right by Pendley Manor. And there's a nice little theatre at Pendley Manor. Yeah. I know Tring, it's my haunting. My first house I bought in Leighton Buzzard. That's a bit of a bummer. A wait at Watford. Oh, God, Watford Junction. Been there a few times. Bit of a dump. I think Northampton's more of a dump than Watford, but Watford Junction. Interesting station. You can get to all sorts of places there. Oh, bless your cotton socks. Well fun, and yeah. So my friend and I, Julia, we went out to Beckworth, and it's like a garden centre. And I saw what she was saying, and she goes, oh, you can grow some herbs in the house. And I went, well, it's not the same. And she said, what about that strip? And I went, well, that lump of mud down my thing. And she goes, yeah. She goes, well, we dig it over. And I went, you know what? You're quite right. Why not, indeed? So we bought some herb plants. And we bought some like fertilizer, because the soil is so rubbish. And I said, well, we need to dig it over, need a spade and a fork, and really need to dig the soil over and then feed it with this fertilizer, or whatever you call it, it's like the grow bags and stuff. So I'm going to dig that in, and then what we're going to do is going to cover it with plastic. And then we're going to cut holes through, so that will stop the weeds coming up, and then just plant the plants through the plastic. But I also bought a whole load of a whole load of bulbs. I bought a whole load of bulbs because I miss seeing my daffodils and things. So we bought some daffodils, we bought some, I think, tulips, and I don't know what we bought. I can't remember now. They're downstairs. Yes, they're downstairs. But we did miss the rain, because in between we sort of came out, and then we got to another, and we went to another garden. We did 2 garden centres today, but we had a lovely meal out at Beckworth Emporium. Really nice, bit expensive, but oh my God, the foods! I mean, the cakes. I've done some photographs, so I will be creating a reel a little bit later with the photographs of my, turning an ordinary day when I would have just sat at home. To going out and having a really lovely girly time, catch-up time, really good, did us both good, outside playing with plants and stuff and planning and things like that. So I had a really nice time, and I treated myself to a coat. And the coat, instead of £70, it was 35 quid. Really good bargain. So, that was at another garden centre. But yeah, I've had a really nice, and then I came home, done a reading, which I managed to do in less than 2 hours. Time trumping. Great mentoring and great plan of action. Loved it. And then, like I said, bunged a chicken in the oven, which is cooking. So if you can hear a noise in the background, because I'm right by the kitchen, it's the oven. So I apologise if you can hear the noise of the oven, because it's quite a noisy oven. So thoughtful. So I'm thankful. I'm really, really thankful for this amazing Thursday. I've had a really great day. And my daughter isn't very thankful for today, because she's come back from the dentist and she's had 3 fillings done. And oh my God, goodness knows what they did. I said to her, oh, how much did that cost her? Thinking, probably £150, because she's private. She's just had £500 at the dentist for 3 fillings and a clean. What? I said, didn't they tell you how much? She goes, no, they just said, you need 3 fillings and I'll do them. I said, didn't you check the price? I said, good job you got some money. Yeah, she's just been ripped off 500 quid for 3 fillings and a clean. I went, what the hell was that about? So I'm going to ask her to have a look. Well, she's paid the money, so you know, thankful that we're thankful that she got the money in her bank account, because otherwise, because I said my phone is on silent, so if she'd rung me and go, Mum, I wouldn't have heard, because I was doing a reading and my phone was on silent, so I would never have got the SOS to pay the dentist bill. 500 quid for 3. She's feeling really sorry for herself. I know, 3 fillings and a clean. Well, they're preparing, because she's got terribly wibbly teeth, not wobbly, crooked teeth. So she's decided she's now going to have braces in. So, but she's got a lot of her gum recession and stuff. So they're doing a lot of treatment. I suppose there's a treatment done as well in that. But 500 quid for 3 fillings and a teeth clean. And like I said, she's got a little bit of like gingivitis and stuff, so until she's got rid of the gum disease or gum infection, they can't put the wires in. But I said to her, well, if that's 500 quid for 3 fillings, God knows how much this wire job, the straightening job, is going to be. So I said, you need to have a check. We have got the money. Yeah, I've got the money. Just means no trip to New York after all. But hey ho. No, it's all right. I've got the money. She said, oh yeah, my nana left me some money, so she's decided she's going to use that. But yeah, what a lot of money, £500. So we're thankful. I'm thankful that she had the money, that she could pay for that, because I'm thankful, because otherwise, like I said, the phone is still on silent. And if she'd been trying to ring me, Mum, I would have gone, hang on, I'm in the middle of well, she knew I was with the client. But yeah, that was a rip-off. That is unreal. But we're thankful that we can pay, and I'm thoughtful that, you know, that she's getting her teeth sorted. It's something that she's wanted to do for yonks and yonks, and yeah, so so yeah. But I'm thankful that I've had a lovely day, and I'm thankful, like Colin said, he didn't get wet. But at least she got home. You're thankful that you got home after a bit of a thing, but you got there in the end. So you can. Are you going out for another quiz? Well done in winning your quiz the other night. Well done, Colin, in winning. Well done. Rock on. Well manifested. Well manifested that win. Rock on. Awesome, awesome. Good for you as well. So I'm just looking. I've got messages are coming up. So I've got 1 viewer at the moment. Oh, that's okay. So that's thought from thankful. So let me know what your thought you've been thinking about today. Well, I've been thinking about. You know, I was talking to Lavender Moon earlier today, or yesterday, saying about the energies and why we got the energies and stuff. And it was like we were coming up with a reason of all the energies that's going on at the moment. There's a big change. There's a big shift going on at the moment. Of course, we're shifting towards the winter solstice. We're shifting to the darker nights, the darkness. There's a lot of war going on. There's a lot of against the feminine is going on at the moment. I was going to say Afghanistan and the Arabs and Iraq, etc., like that. There's a lot of negativity going on in this country. There's a lot of negativity and darkness at the moment. So there's lots of that. And then we've had the eclipse. We've got another eclipse at the end of the month. We've got the Halloween. So I said the spirits, because we're connecting with our spirit guides, connecting with our messages, trying to listen to the message and acting on them. So yes, there's a lot of energy. There's a lot of people unhappy at the moment. A lot of, you know, we're worried about the money. We're worried about, you know, job and how, and winter's coming in. Are we going to have to wear, you know, be sitting around a candle for warmth? I don't know, whatever. So yeah, so there's a lot of people are unhappy. They're unhappy with their relationships, unhappy with their financial situation. They're worried. You know, and it's all this low energy at the moment. All dark, negative energy at the moment. It's sucking everyone down, and it's really quite hard to keep positive and, you know, for yourself, you know, to keep raising everyone else up. And, you know, they're coming, oh well, you don't understand. We'll try and explain, and let's see it now, like I did with today with this client. I mean, her turnaround from her energy from here to here, and I said to her, and she goes, oh, I'm so happy, and now you show me a way, and I never thought it like that. And all it was just looking at things from a different angle, and it suddenly lit her up, and she went, oh, I can go for this after all. So yeah, so I was really pleased about that. So today is tarot, so that's our thoughtful and thankful. So let me know what you've been thinking about and what you're thankful for today. So that's thoughtful and thankful Thursday, and it is tarot. So the tarot, last week we talked about the numbers between 1 and 9 and the different meanings of of the numbers 1 to 9. Like 1 is the beginning, 2 is like a separation, starting something, and 3 and the 4 is stability, 5 is change and choice, results and the transformation, the manifestation, number 9 and 10, you know, starting over again, etc. So we talked about the numbers last week. I won't go over that again. If you want to run through it again, check out my YouTube video, or it's on my profile somewhere, but it's on my YouTube channel from last Thursday. So this week we're going to be looking at what we call the court cards, because I'm trying to make the tarot easy and simple for anyone to read, because people think, oh my god, there's 72 cards to read, how am I going to read all this, what is it? But like I said, I explained what the meaning of all the different numbers 1 to 9, like number 1 is the beginning, so then you transfer it into the 4 suits. 1 of coins, you're beginning with your financial ride or financial career. The number 1 in cups is emotions, so you're starting off a new emotional journey. Number 2, swords, if you've got a new idea. 5, the one in staves is all about your passion, and you've got a new hobby, starting off new. And so all you need to know is number 1 is the starting, a beginning, and then you can transform it into the 4 cards. So that's what I meant. So that's why I explained what a number 1 meant, what number 2, number 3, and up to number 9. So that's what I was talking about last week. So we're talking about the minor arcana. Like I said, we've got the tarot, it's split into 2, 78 cards. You've got the major arcana, which is like the high priestess, the emperor, the hangman, death. You've got, you know, the world, the sun, and the star. And then we've got the minor arcana, which I'm looking at the moment. So the minor arcana is the 4 suits. Pages, coins, cups and staves, and each of those have got the same pattern. You've got the numbers 1 to 9, and then you've got what we call the court cards. The court cards are your page, your knight, your queen, and your king. And the court cards represents someone in your life, or represents you as you are in that life, because the court card is a person. You've got the image of like the page. Now the book I'm going to be talking from, because yesterday I was talking from her, I've got this amazing book. It's called the Tarot Planner. The Tarot Planner. And it goes through all the tarot and stuff. And it explains all the cards, what they are, major arcana, minor arcana. But it's got lots of affirmations, how to access the mind of your power through the tarot, how to manifest with different cards, your career choices and things. It is a really, really good book. It's called the Tarot Life Planner, Change Your Destiny and Enrich Your Life. It's by Lady Lurelieve, whatever her name is. And it says a comprehensive introduction to the power of the tarot, an invaluable guide to manifesting change in your life. But it's a really interesting book and easy to follow. Now, if you're looking for another tarot guidebook, there is a range of books called the Bible. There's like the Crystal Bible, the Meditation Bible, the Tarot, and there is one called the Tarot Bible, and that again is really, really good. The Tarot Bible, it talks you through the tarot deck of the Rider-Waite deck. That's what it calls about. I'll put it there. So this is a really, really good book. So if you're looking for something that's really easy and really to understand, it's got spreads in, tells you how to do a heartmate manifesting cards, open your heart to love spread. It's got lots of spreads in there. Oh, manifest abundance. Oh, I like that. So it gives you a card layout for that. But it shows you how to change your physical reality. There's lots of different things in here, but it does explain all the different cards and things. So like I said, we're going to be using this card book, the Tarot Life Planner, Change Your Destiny and Enrich Your Life by Lady Lureley, whatever her name is. So the page, now as I said, the court cards, there's 4 in a court things. There's the page. Some decks will call the page a princess. Okay, sometimes it may be known as the sister or the daughter. I think, let me see. Yeah, so the page is known as, can be the page, and it's usually depicted by a male figure. But some cards, I think, in the fairy, don't quote me, in the fairy tarot by Radley Valentine, I think his page is represented by a girl, a princess. So sometimes in some decks, depending on whose deck you're using, it will be known as the page or the princess. Another card, it's sometimes known as, depends on whose deck it is, may be known as the sister or the daughter. And like I said, the page is associated as the young child, keen and eager but doesn't know anything. He's just starting out on his journey. So this is you. If you get the page card, it means that you are just starting on your journey, or you've been connecting with someone who's starting on their journey, and maybe you're going to have to teach them. But that's what it is, the young person, and he's gone through the life of the previous cards 1 to 9. So he's gone through the life of 1 to 9. So he's experienced, he started something new, he's done a change of plan or whatever like that. So he's gone through that, but now he's become the person, which is the page. And he's got a promise, and he has all the promise of a bright sunrise, a new start, but he's very immature. A page is very immature, doesn't know, he thinks he knows it all, that seemed like the things, but he's starting off, and he will change his mind because he's learning new things. Oh, I like this. Oh, you know, I've learned something new. I like this now. Oh, I've tried this. Oh, I like this now. So he's changing his mind, and depending on his whim or his fancy. So this is the page. So I'm just going to quote from here because I don't want to miss. Reason why I do know my stuff, but this is keeping me on track, on focus by having this. So I know exactly what I'm talking about. Otherwise I go chop and change, chop and change. So this is what it's all about. He's a person. So this could be you. When you get a page in the card, it's representing a human being. All the other things are opportunities, you know, starting off, I've got a brand new idea. Where do I going to go with this? Or I'm going to go down here. I've got a choice or a change, a plan. So it's all starting that. But this is you. You as the page. You're the starting off. Well, like I said, it'd be known as a princess. And so then you've got this, and he can be whimsical. He thinks it knows it all, but he's keen, he's eager, he doesn't know it always. And it's like you know, you're starting a new project, you're keen, you're eager, you may or may not know where you're going, and because you're learning something, you go, oh, I thought I was going to do this, I'm going to go down here, blah, 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 blah. And then you've got the page. So that's the basic thing. So whatever page you see, whether it's a page of wands, cups, staves, or swords, the same sort of meaning is in that. So like the page of wands, so you've got the page of wands, and it's like intellectualize and your faith. The page of wands is like your passion, and it says air of fire, air of fire. So it says an affirmation, faith is myself strengthens my faith in others. It's now a new parent. The naive page of wands really has no idea of what he's taken on. He's got this plan, this dream, he's passionate about something. I really want to do this. I'm really going to set up a business, and you'll do that. You've got no idea what it means to start a business. Okay, he doesn't know the magnitude of what he has to do. And of course he thinks, you know, oh, I'm going to start off this business and I'm going to make £1 million in the first year. No, because you've got to learn and you've got to tweak and things like that. And so this is what the page of wands is all about, you know. And when you get it in a spread, so it's all about the start. He's keen, but he doesn't know what he's taking out. He's all very enthusiastic. He's clever and eager to prove it to himself. This is the page of wands, and he's got it all figured out. And but he's going to be tested. He thinks it knows it all, but the universe is going, no, you don't, and we're going to test you. You know, are you sure you want? Is this where your passion is all about? When you have a page of wands in your spread, and like I said, it's the person, it could be you, or it could be someone coming into your life. The page of wands is when it's in a spread. So if you've got it in your card spread, so you can just put it on its own, or if you've got it in a reading, it says it's strengthening of a passion through the fire of doubt, fear, and embarrassing mistakes. So it's like, yeah, I've got this passion, I'm beginning, but I may need to burn through the fear. You know, or I'm doubtful, you know, I'm just starting off. Am I sure about this? So when you get a page of page of wands in your figure, it's like, yes, you're starting off, but maybe you're having doubts. You think you're putting out, yeah, I know it all, I do this, and you're showing this great outside, but inside, oh my God, am I taking too much on? And you may be tested for it. And it reminds you to have belief in yourself. belief in others and believe in the divine. So when you see the Page of Wands, it's saying, yes, you can do this. You're keen, you're eager, and you can do it. When you have the reverse, now some people have reverse meanings, it means opposite. Me, when I read a reverse, I always say it's pay attention. And it indicates that if you see it, it does say that you are doubting yourself, you know, or have you not got a firm foundation? You've got this belief, but where is that belief come from? Has it come from an illusion? So sometimes it's like that, and the result of a burnout, you know, fire, and it's saying, you know, you're really keen and eager, but now you've lost your thing because you've got this page, and you go, yeah, I started like that, but it's a burnout, okay? And it could be to rationalise your steps. You know, you've got to go, yeah, you're keen, you're eager, but you need to, yeah, you're fire and going ahead with it, but you may need to slow down a bit. Now, with the Page of Cups, of course, it's all about, it's the water. The Cups is all about your water emotions. And it's about your intellectual emotion. Now, your Wands is all about your intellectual will. You know, my will, why I'm going to do it, my passion. My will is my willpower. I'm going to do this. I've got the power to go ahead and do that. That's the Wands. The Page is all about your intellectual emotion and about study. And it's this deep understanding of the emotions I feel allows me to communicate them verbally. So this is like, yeah, he's young. He's starting off. Maybe he's falling in love for the first time. And it's like he doesn't know. And with the Page of Water, Page of Cups, Page of Water, you may find that your emotions are taking over your intellect. So when you've got one in your card, it may mean that you're living life through your emotions. You know, you're going in through and go, oh, it's a football match. My team won. Great match. I'm really happy. My team lost. I'm really sad. What a rubbish team. However, it's still the same football match as a football match, but you're using the emotion of it. And this is what it is. It's like the Page of Cups. You're studying on what you want to do. You're starting off on your journey, but you're letting your emotions get in your way. And it says it's giving you some advice. We're giving you advice. Rest the reading. Listen to the advice, but don't listen to the advice from, oh, why are they picking on me? Oh, no, listen from it from a neutral, from a non-judgmental place, because we're just giving you the advice, and we're being neutral. So don't take the advice on a, oh, they're picking on. It's not that, because with the Page of Cups, they're using their emotions. And it says, like, you need to examine the situation, consider going back to it. But it's all about learning. But don't be big-headed. Oh, I know this. I don't need to learn this. It's like studious. You do need to learn, but don't let the emotions get in the way. And when it's upside down, it says it's a choppy seas, and and make sure the conditions are right. So you're going ahead, you know, because the page hasn't got the experience of life. And sometimes we, of a mature person, we've got life experience, so we know how to deal with a situation. But when you've got a Page of Cups and it's upside down, it's like, you know what, you haven't got the life experience. Here's a page. So you're going in, but you need the life experience. And this is where we, you know, go in as a judgment, because we're not going with the life experience. And it says, don't take the whirlwind too seriously, and the emotions of how you're feeling will change. Yeah, you may be scared because you're starting something new. This is your emotion. Oh, I'm starting a new business, but I'm really scared and I'm sure, and should I not do it? Go, no, once you take that step, you're getting more and more confidence. You're not going to be feeling scared. You're not going to be frightened. And therefore, you're getting control of your emotions. So that is the Page of Cups. So then we go into the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords is all about your air and your thinking, and you're rationalising things, and it's about a secret. I can help others without any need of acknowledgement. So the Page of Swords is slightly sneaky. He acts in the background, like all good intent, but preferring to remain unseen. So, and he's been sneaky. He understands both sides of the equation because he's thinking positive and negative. And he can live undetected on either side of the fence, like a spy or a secret. So if you've got the Page of Swords, you may find that either you need to be either side of the fence, you need to play it by ear, or maybe you've got someone who's not making a commitment because they just start and they won't make a commitment. So it says, like, life seems to go that much easier when the page is around. When he appears, you can be assured there's someone there to help you to get things going. But are you ready to help? And if they got the right intention, because they can be a bit sneaky, you may need to do a little bit of detective work to find out who you should be thanking for helping you. Because sometimes the circle go, yeah, I've helped you. But actually it was someone in the background and this other person is taking the credit. So when you see a page of swords, sometimes, and you know it's not you, it's like someone is coming into your life. They're taking all the credit when they haven't really done the work. And when you've got the reverse, it indicates that someone is spying or acting secretively. So it's a bit of a warning, the Page of Swords. It's like warning you that if you get this, there may be someone around you who's being a bit sneaky, not being honest, because they're speaking something, but what's going on in their mind? Because the air is all about your thoughts. So what are they trying to get out? They're pretending to help you, but for their own benefit at the end of the day. And then we've got the Page of Coins. The coins are pentacles, okay? Air, it's all about the earth. An intellectual centre, and it's your focus. And it's focusing on the here and now. Because the page is all over the place, it's like, you know what? You need to focus on the here and now. He can be easily distracted because he's learning so much. I'm going here, there and everything. So the Page of Coins, Page of Pentacles, he gets distracted because he's new, he's keen and eager, and he doesn't want two things. And sometimes he can't see the wood for the trees. And this is what happens with the Page of things. And the Page of Coins embodies a reminder to gather your energy and remain focused. So when you see the Page of Coins in your reading, it's saying, are you being focused? Yes, you're starting new. Are you getting distracted? Or if you've got it reversed, it means someone around you is trying to distract you away or talking you away from it. So there you go. So that's the example of the page. Now then we come into the Knight. The next, like I said, there's 4 cards here. And the Knight, also may known as the Prince, like the Knight page could be known as Princess. He can be known as the Prince, the Brother, or the Son. He is known like an actioner. And his progression, so he's now no longer the naive page. He's got life experience, i.e. he's been to university, he's got his degree and he's come out. And it indicates that there may be a young man or woman may be coming. Forewarning of an action is required. You need to take some action. You need to take some work. So when you've got a Knight in one of your readings, it's all about action. And it's like you get the feminine and the masculine, but it's like you need to action because masculine is action. And it's saying that you need to make sure that you're aware of what's going on. And sometimes it's like you're charging ahead because it's like you know what's going on and it needs to be taken. But depending on what Knight you're working with means maybe you need to pause a bit. You know, don't let your emotions carry you away. So the fiery, willful Knight may be go overboard with his passion, his vigour, sometimes he will rush in without thinking and then he will make a mistake. He thinks he knows it all. Hang on, pause. Experience says pause, pause. They're eager to learn and do whatever is right, but they get things done. So if you get a Knight card in your reading, it's telling you need action, and you need to do it now, but it's saying that sometimes pause back. So then we've got the Knight of Wands. That's all about the fire again, you know, the passion. And this is what happens when you get the Knight of Wands in your card. It's saying, are you letting your passion, you know, you're getting carried away. Yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. And it's like, oh, hang on, you don't know it all. You're only just out of university. You haven't got life experience, but you think you know all about it. He's a thrill seeker. So when you get a Knight of Wands in your life, you know, in the card, you know, it's telling you that either you're a thrill seeker or maybe someone around you is a thrill seeker. You know, it could be someone who loves skydiving, fast cars, likes a lot of excitement. The Knight of Wands is always seeking out opportunities to go ahead. And it's just like this card, definitely, if you get a Knight of Wands, it's saying you need to go for action. All right. And then he'll say, look what I did. Like me, look, I did some abseiling. When it's reversed, it means, again, it's getting a burnout. And it's like time to stop and pause. Stop rushing in. Take a breath. Think about it. Hold up before you rush in. The Knight of Cups again is all water, and it's all about your passionate. So the Knight of Cups can sometimes, the Knight can usually let his emotions overrun him. You know, he gets over passionate, you know. Oh, I'm really jealous. I'm really envious. I'm really happy. I'm really in love. He goes from one extreme to the other. So he feels an emotion, but he goes straight at it because he's an actioner. Oh, I really love you. I adore you. But then when he gets the broken heart, oh my God, broken heart sort of thing. So that's the Knight of Hearts. So it's just saying that maybe you've got someone around you, or maybe you're being too much. You're reading too much into the situation. You're overdoing it, you know. So it's, again, you need to pull back because the Knight charges in. And it's saying questions relating to, you know, your relationships, you know, how passionate is it? And you go, oh, they never, you know, they never buy me flowers, whinging and moaning. Oh, they don't love me because maybe you need to do some work. You know, don't you let them be all the worker. Maybe you need to take action and buy the flowers. Maybe you need to organise the date life. Maybe you need to stop rushing in and complaining and see why you've got the problem. So then we've got the Knight of Swords, which again is all about the air and the thoughts. I realise my wildest dreams by acting on my great ideas. And again, the Knight of Fire, it's like this Knight of Swords. And he's got this great idea. He's got this great idea. He's got these great beliefs and goals, and I'm going to go for it. You know, I've got this thought. I've got this great idea. I'm going to go ahead with it. But he doesn't always think it through. And this is when you get the appearance. You've got someone, when the card appears, you know you have to stop sitting on the fence, stop thinking, and start actioning. Hi, Lavender Moon. So when you've got a Knight of Swords, it's saying, right, stop thinking, time for action. Stop overthinking and go for it. But you do need a little bit of help because he's still only a knight. He's not, you know, he's gone from the page into the knight. But when it's like in reverse, it's like your sharp intellect, you've grown dull. You don't believe in yourself, or your thoughts have got clouded by greed or other negative emotion. So you've got the Knight of Swords, but he's upside down. You've got this idea, but it's like, yeah, if I do this, and it's like counting your chickens before they hatch. You know, oh, I've got these 12 eggs, you know, and I've got 12 eggs that hatch into 12 chickens, and then they could produce more, and I can get this, and I can create this great big egg farm, but then only one hatches. And this is what it's saying is, you know, you're getting clouded, rose-tinted glasses. This is when you get an upside-down Knight of Swords. It's your thinking is getting carried away and you're getting clouded. You need to sit back. But it's like when you get it in a normal one, it's part of action. And then you've got the Knight of Coins. Again, the Knight of Coins, the Knight of Pentacles. It's all about your earth, your passionate centre. And emerging from the journey of this suit is a place toward the permanence. And it's like, yeah, you are going to be able to create the money, you're able to do things, but it's taking time to lay down your foundations for the long run. Got a foundation. So this is what the Knight of Coins is. He's rushing ahead, but they're going, hang on, don't spend all your money now. You need to keep it for a rainy day, some of it for a rainy day. And this is what it's saying. You're rushing ahead. Pause. Keep something back for the rainy day. You need to plan. Keep an eye on the details and be cautious as you're executing things. But then when you've got the Knight of Coins in the, you know, upside down, it's like, are you really being that efficient? Because you've rushed in so much, maybe you've got to repeat that journey twice. You know, you've got to do that job. You rush in, yeah, I can do it. And then you made a load of mistakes and you've got to redo it. Well, why not and then you've got to redo it and then go, so why not take your time? Then you don't have to need to do it again. And this is when it's upside down. It's taking a note that, are you rushing in? This is the Knight. He rushes in, he's action, but have you not thought it through? And if you're rushing too quickly, you may have to redo it. What a waste of time. So that's the Knight of Coins. And then we go into the Queen. The Queen is known as the mother, the birth giver, and the nurturer. She's gentle, she's caring, she is giving birth to your ideas, but she's in a loving way, and she's nurturing you. She will nurture your dreams. She is an emotional assimilation of the journey. So it's like you've done your journey from 1 to 10, but she's the nurturing part. So if you get like the Queen of Heart, the Queen of Cups, and you also get another Cups one, It's saying you need to nurture yourself, and you're using your emotions as you go through the journey of life. And maybe you're letting your emotions cloud yourself. Maybe you've got a queen in your figure who is overpowering. She's too mothering you, too emotionally involved. And maybe you are too emotionally involved. You're getting involved in other people's circuses. And it's just like she remembers the joys and triumphs and proceeds through life with a deep sense of satisfaction in an extrovert, because she's always pleased about what the children do. She goes, oh, your mother, the mother always says, oh, I do this, my kids have done that, and my kids have done this, and they're always proud, and she always likes to choose people up. But this is the queen. She's the nurturing, the mother person. But she can be emotional. So if you've got someone who comes in and they represent a queen, you go, oh yeah, she's a queen, she's a very nurturing person, but maybe she's too controlling, or maybe you are too nurturing, you're too giving and not ready to receive. And sometimes when you get the queen cards, it means you're giving too much. Why aren't you receiving? You need to receive more. Very important. So then we look at the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands, again with the fire. Today I own my best friend. And then it's like, when you apply emotion, it will become an staunch friend, the kind who sticks fast through thick and thin. And it tells you friendship, the Queen of Wands. It's all about friendship kind. Maybe when you get the Queen of Wands, maybe a friend is going to come in you haven't seen for a long time. Or maybe, if it's in reverse, someone's going to leave you. Someone who you love is going to go. And it says that it's like giving you someone call. Maybe you need to go and see someone. This is the Queen when it's a Queen of Wands. You need to go and see someone who you haven't been in touch. Oh, so-and-so hasn't rung me for weeks. Maybe you need to ring them and see if they're okay and really ask them. Or are you, when it's reversed, are you being the best friend? My Queen of Swans. Maybe you're being too emotional. And this is the Wands. Then you've got the, taking things. But then you've got the Queen of Cups. Now, again, it's a little bit of a water again. Emotional strength. When you see the Queen of Cups, can you give the emotional strength to someone who needs it? The emotional kindness. The empath. And that's what the Queen of Cups is all about. And it's like your heart card can indicate a fortunate relationship. In any Cups court card, it's a good omen for romance and positive emotions. So if you're looking for love and you're doing yourself a love spread and you get the Queen of Cups, it's like, yeah, however, if it's in reverse, it says someone may not be your suitor. It may not be the right person for you. Or maybe, they've got the responsibilities and you're feeling too responsible for their circus, etc. like that. Maybe that person has got dependence and they're more keen on their dependence than they are on you. It signals a lack of emotional strength. So if you get a Queen of Cups, so this is emotional strength. And so if you got it in reverse, are you lacking the harmony? Are you lacking the understanding to other people's situations? Go, you know what, I actually understand where you're coming from. Where rather than go, suck it up, just suck it up, it is what it is. Sometimes people go, do you know what? I need a hug. Yeah, I am sucking up, but I could do with a hug. And this is when you get the Queen of Cups upside down. It's like, maybe you need to hug someone rather than tell them to suck it up, because you're nurturing it. And you think you're nurturing them by, suck it up. That's the Queen, but it's the wrong time. So this is what it is. So when you get the, so it's being kind to your emotions. The Queen of Swords, all about your air and thinking, and your emotional intellect. It says, deal with anything that comes my way with efficiency. The Queen of Swords is the widow of the deck. Oh, bless her. She is strong because she has to be. Some perceive her as cold and stubborn, but it's on her shoulders that all the decisions and responsibilities of running the kingdom fall her when the king is not present. So when you've got the Queen of Swords in your life, and you've got someone comes into you as Queen of Swords, they are running their whole life. This is usually a very independent woman. They're controlling everything. They're not controlling everything, but they're running absolutely everything. They're splitting themselves and saying, they've got to do this, got to do that. Maybe you are being the Queen of Swords, doing all this, doing all that. Or maybe there's someone come into you who is the Queen of Swords. And when it's reversed, it says maybe it's a sign your lack of giving I'm okay, thank you. Full of winter snuffles. Oh, bless you. So the Queen of Swords, it says maybe you're lacking in giving because you're so busy giving. Maybe people around you aren't giving, or maybe you're not open to receive. And it says you need to watch out for intellectual action without regards to emotions and feelings of self and others. It's okay to have a cry. It's okay to let things, rather than trying to be strong all the time. It's okay to go, you know what, enough is enough. And this is what the Queen of Swords is about. When you see her and it's in the upright, it's like you've got carrying everything on your shoulders. But the reverse is like, you know, maybe it's time to share. Then you've got the Queen of Coins, which is the emotional centre, your security. And the lucky queen has a secure job, a marriage or a partnership, a house, life insurance, good. So the Queen of Coins is a good one, but she's nurtured. But she's looking at it from your earthly standpoint. Life looks good. So when you get the Queen of Coins, so rather than Queen of Swords, who's doing everything on her own and she's got the weight of her shoulder there, you've got the Queen of Coins, who is friendly and she's got everything and she's sharing and life is looking rosy. And it's if you get this and you're looking to start a business, this is a good one to have. She is the stable centre of a family and group of friends. So when you're looking at someone and you go, oh yeah, she's the centre of everything, they are probably the Queen of Coins. When you get it in the upright or reverse, it says it can bring insecurities. You know, you're putting out this, yeah, I do it all, I'm doing this, but inside you're lacking insecurity. And maybe you need to check on your physical and financial security. Are you really got it there? Check on your money, make sure it's okay. Whatever the nature of the unease, the card tells you to root it out and deal with it. So when you're unsure of anything, this is when the Queen of Cups is up, the Queen of Coins is upside down. You need to really strip it back. What is the problem? Why am I feeling like this? What is the reason behind it? It's like I've been feeling a lot of anxiety, a lot of panic, and I've actually the other day I felt the horrific feeling of fear. It's because of what I'm actually doing at the moment, and it is really scary stepping out of this. Then we come into the king, the actioner, the masculine. He's known as the protector, the ruler, the provider, or the father. And he's the solid maturity of the king. The king is not the page, he's not the knight. He's matured, he's gone on a journey. He knows all the information now. He can now make his informed choice. And he deals with security, economics, foreign policy, disaster relief. He bears the overall responsibility for everything that happens in his kingdom. So the King of Wands is in charge of all the fire. The King of Cups is all in charge of the emotions. The King of Coins is in charge of the money. The King of Swords is in charge of all the thinking. But sometimes, you know, when he sits down and listens, he can actually be kind and generous. But when he's in reverse, the king can be arrogant. He lives, you know, arrogant is, you know, like the Prime Minister. You know, I've got the money, you know, and it's like this. He can be either listen to his subjects and be kind and go, yeah, I can do that, and I understand where you're coming and lose my knowledge. Or he can be smug. A king upside down can be arrogant. He lives in town. He's far removed from reality. Like I said, our present Prime Minister. They neglect their inner interests and they're very self-absorbent. So you've got the king. The king can be in upright, which is a really good position. But when you get a king upside down, yeah, they're arrogant. So they can go from high to low. Kings are grounded, determined, firmly set in their ways. So this is how you know, it's like the king, he knows it all, but then you apply that to the Wands, will centre, my word is my truth. And it points, this is the King of Wands. And it's like the fire, the passion. Yeah, I know all about it. I can influence, I can use my skills to help you improve your skills to help you. Like a lumberjack or handyman with a garage full of power tools. He knows how to help. And he will help your enthusiasm. If you're keen to work, he will help, or like you being that. However, if you've got a King of Wands in reverse, it means that they may not keep their word. Yeah, I'll help you, but then when it comes to it, they're not very dependable. Because, you know, well, you know, what do you mean? Don't you know it? I know it. You should know. You should know this. And they go, no. You know, and this is how their king is. also the king, because he thinks he knows it all, I know how to do it, he can be slapdash. I know it all, and he can be slapdash. He can be a bit soddy in his work. And so this is where you think, if you come across someone who knows it all, I can do that, but he's not very good at his work. He thinks, bad workman always blames his tools. That is the King of Wands. And if you've got someone like that, you think, yeah, that's the King of Wands. Then we come to the King of Cups. The King of Cups is all about your water, the emotions. And again, the king is king of your heart. He's an auspicious sign for a mate, long-term relationship. So if you're looking for a relationship and you get the King of Cups, it's like, yeah, got this. You have an excellent chance of finding romance and love. However, if you've got the King of Cups in reverse, it means he's too much in his feelings, excluding yours. So he's too much wrapped up in himself and ignoring you. Yeah, I hear what you say, but he's not paying attention, taking to heart. A King of Cups can be very selfish and self-absorbed. And if you get this and I say, you're getting a reading, a love reading, and what do you think of this guy? And you get a King of Cups and it's upside down, and I go, he's not the ideal rate, because he's still selfish and self-absorbed. And he may be okay for a friendship, but not for a marriage. But the King of Cups, in the right way round, yes, he is, in terms of marriage, the right person. Then we go to the King of Swords, the earth, the air, centre of intelligence. And this is where he's assigned the ethical or moral dilemmas. You can't meditate properly, God knows. Oh dear. A decision must be made, and making no decision would mean failure and loss. So when you've got the King of Swords and you've got to make a decision, you know what, you've got to make this decision. No more messing around. You've got all the information. Go ahead and make it. And it's saying that you really are intellect. But if you've got a reversed King of Swords, it suggests that the best decision has not been made yet. And it's saying it applies to 40 line of reasoning. You've got the King of Swords. It's like, maybe you've come to the wrong conclusion. Maybe you've misunderstood. You think you know it all, but really you're not coming at it from the right angle. You're not coming to it with the right information, etc. And this is what the reverse meaning of is the King of Swords. He pretends he's not feeling, but he is. He's not scared. So his emotion will explode as anger and irritation. So if you've got this guy who thinks it knows it all, it's not getting it his own way. I'm the king and it should go like this. And then they explode, and because they're not getting it, they are a reversed King of Swords. And then the final card is the King of Coins. I am good. He has surpassed all his stage of mastery. When you get this, it's like, yay. You've done all your knowledge, you've been to university because it's coin, you've got your education, you've got a nice home, you've got a nice job, he's very prosperous, he's got the Midas touch. He is passionate about everything he does, and he can be quite caring and sharing. He is talented and very good at what he does, and he deserves appreciation. So when you get the King of Coins in the right way, it's like, yay! I've got it. I've got everything I want, and I'm doing the right thing. And yes, and you're open to receiving knowledge and wisdom. You're happy to share your knowledge and wisdom. And he says he may not talk about his feelings, but he shares everything with his work and his accomplishments with you. And you go, I did this. Do you want to know how I did it? Because I'm happy to share. Now, the reverse King of Coins is you are not very apt in a situation under question. Your Midas touch has been tarnished. You're too big-headed. Yeah, and then you're ready for a fall. You may be spending more than you're making. Yeah, you've got a King of Coins. It's in reverse. Your money is going away from you. Your job is going. You're not, I'm good at this job and I'm going to get the job promotion, and you sit back and do nothing, and then you wonder why you don't get the job promotion when someone else is, because you're just sitting there going, yeah, I deserve it, but are you doing anything to get that job promotion? Hopeful success probably won't be realised without considerable effort or change in tactics. The reverse of the King of Coins. If you don't change your way, you won't get your outcome you want. So does that make sense to anyone who's been watching? I don't know who's here. I don't know. That's just an explanation. So you understand the page is the beginner, new, keen, eager. The knight has got more knowledge, but he's eager to go ahead with it. The queen is your nurturing, and the king is, the actioner, taking the action, but he knows where everything is. So that is the 4 court cards. So I hope that makes sense to you. I've gone into quite depth, but I hope that makes sense, understanding. And next week I will start talking about the major arcana, just out of tarot. So the card for the day was the Nine of Water. The full reading is on my YouTube channel, Julie-Sian 777. Might need to watch to really take it in. There's a lot of information, I know. But like I said, the book I used, the Tarot Life Planner, Change Your Destiny and Enrich Your Life. Really good book, full of lots of knowledge, and it goes into, you know, if the card comes up in this, if you've got a spread of cards, and then it tells you even in depth on how to read if it's the first card in a spread of 3, if it's the second card in a spread of 3, if it's the third card in the spread of 3, what it means. So it's really, really good. Otherwise, get the book called the Bible, and it's called the Tarot Bible. It's like I said, there's the Meditation Bible, there's the Tarot Bible, there's the Wicca Bible, there's the Crystal Bible, which we all know about. Judy Horn did it, but there is the Tarot Bible. So those are 2 good books. The Nine of Water, what your wish is coming true, concerns fade away, a love of life. So yeah, so this is what it's saying is, you know, you've gone for it, you're worried, which is water, is your emotions, but it's like, stop being so emotional. You don't need to worry about it. You're end of the journey, you're there, keep going. So it was a good way of looking at them. Yeah, it's a different way. So when you next meet someone, when you next see a person, see if you can think, are they a page? Are they a knight? Are they a queen? Or are they a king? And if they're a page, are they upright or in reverse? Are they a knight, upright or in reverse? Are they a queen, upright or in reverse? And are they a king, upright or in reverse? And then if you think, yeah, they're a king, and then think, are they the king of fire, passion? Are they the king of money, you know, the coins? Just see if you can do that. Yeah, rewatching. Yeah, absolutely. So we've got 3 beautiful souls. So I'm going to do 3 very quick. Oh, hello, Emma. 4 beautiful souls. So I'm going to do, yeah, I think I've covered it, and that's a long, I've been talking for about 45 minutes. Oh, yeah, long chat. So there was a lot there, a lot there. So, but I hope it helps. And the thing is, I'm trying to break it up. So whenever you, now next time you do a tarot reading and you see a page, you know, it's like, well, it's a characteristic. I either need, you know, so if you see a page, a knight, a queen, a king, it means that's a characteristic of a person. You are either that person, you need to become that person, or stop being that person, or that side of person coming in. So that's when this card means, and it's that person. And then you, so now you know what those mean, and then you just turn it into the money, the emotions, your passion, and your thoughts. So this is how you can do tarot. Very easy learning, you know, sort of thing. And remember, whichever book you read, they've all written by different things. So we've got some beautiful people. Thank you for sharing. So we've got, so these are going to be very quick readings because our roasting is coming along and I need to go out and buy some Yorkshire puds because we haven't got any Yorkshire puds. So for Emma, thank you for joining. We have the 3 of air. The 3 is a threesome. It's a threesome. Your air is thinking, and it says great sadness. It's like take time to heal, the need to forgive yourself and others. This air, what are you beating yourself up for? You had this great idea, number 1. Then you thought, right, how am I going to execute it? Oh, it's not quite going how I want, 3 of air. But it's like, no, don't beat yourself up. Trial and error. Don't overthink things. And you're beating yourself up with your thoughts. You're letting your thoughts run away with you. And it says, you know what, maybe you're not ready for anything. Maybe you're too emotionally involved, you know, the air. But the 3 of air, great sadness. Yeah, I have sadness. Acknowledge it. But maybe stop allowing this to control your life. Maybe it's time you're letting a past experience control you now. Your power is still there. You know, oh, the victim. This is the victim bit. Stop being the victim, the 3 of air. Stop overthinking things. Oh, this happened in the past. Well, it happened in the past. It probably, and if you say, oh, it's going to happen again, it's going to happen again. But if you go, it happened in the past, I understood why, so I'm going to make sure it's not. So I'm releasing my sadness, overthinking things. So that's the 3 of air. So then we've got, who else have we got? It resonates. Who else have we got? We've got Colin. Colin. Let's do Colin. So who else wants a card? I'll do Colin. Let me know anyone else who wants a card. So Colin has a 2 of fire. Fire is your passion, what you're going for. This is saying you're coming into your own, new partnerships or contacts continue to move forward. So the number one is you started off. That's where the number two is like, yeah, I'm going for it. Are you the leader or the follower? Maybe you're the follower or you're ready to lead. Or maybe with your passion, you need to follow someone who can give you guidance. And then once you've had this guidance, you can carry on. And it says a new partnership or contract, with that business contract, a contact with a loved one, and maybe this is why you got the two. You put it out number one, you know, I'm worth loving. I've got a lot of love to give, my passion. And now number two, you're meeting someone. So that's that. And continue to move forward. Yeah, you're only at the beginning of your journey. A brand new journey has started. And yes, don't allow your doubt or fear opposite them from fire, okay? Don't let that get in the way. You can do it. You're stepping out of the darkness of the wood, of the forest. You're stepping into the light of the open field. But maybe you're doubting that you're ready to lead your own life. You're thinking you still got to follow someone. No, you are ready to step forward. And remember, we've got your back. So it's okay to step forward. Someone's got your back. So then we've got, I hope that makes sense. So then we've got lovely Sally, lovely Sally, lovely Sally, lovely Sally. So we've got Sally, and the card is, Awakening. Now, this is the equivalent to the Hangman, okay? And it's a good card. The Awakening. Look at things from a different perspective. A temporary standstill, it's important to be yourself. So when we got the Awakening, it's the Hangman. The upside down, it means look at things from a different point of view. And when you look at it from a different view, you will take off again. You're having to pause for a moment. Do you know what? I'm going to have to look at this a different way. I'm going to have to step out of my cage. I'm going to have to think of this in a, it's like me saying, I want my herb garden. Don't know how I can have a herb garden. And then Julie said, well, what about that strip of mud down the path? It's just doing nothing. It's full of weeds. Oh, yeah. I can grow my herbs. And when I nip down, get some fresh air and get my herbs growing. And then she said in the corner, you can grow your rhubarb. I went, yeah, that will grow right there by the gate where nothing else will go. So it says, temporary standstill. A standstill is that you're pausing, because he's upside down, but then you're thinking about it, and it's saying, maybe you need to be true to yourself. You've not been true to yourself. You've been false. You've been living a life of illusion. You've been trying to fit in with everyone else. You're trying to pacify everyone else to your own detriment. You're not being truthful to yourself. You're not being honest. So now you're pausing, go, you know what? The honest truth is, I do want to move to Canada, and I'm going to do it now. All these other excuses and all these stories is just a false illusion. You know what? I really do want to go. Sod that. I'm going to go for it, because this is what I mean. I'm being my true self. I want to move to Canada, and I'm going to go for it. I'm not going to do it in 5-10 years. I'm actually going to do it. Everything else, and then when you suddenly start doing that and what you really want, I can do it. I'm going to go and do it, because the excuse is, I'll do it in 5 years, 10 years. Do you want another 5 years of how you are? You know what? Maybe it's time to move forward in your life, in a new life. Maybe it is time. I don't know. Whatever. Okay. So that's it. But you need to apply it to your own thing. But look at things from a different way, a different point of view, from someone else's point of view. Be the eagle. Then we've got the lavender. Hello, Julie Jones. How's York? So, Lavender Moon, Lavender Moon, Lavender Moon. Let me know if anyone would like a card. So this is Lavender Moon's card if you want a card. Oh, the moon! Do you see I shuffled that? I absolutely shuffled that. And we've got the moon, Archangel Hannel. Important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. So that's all about the moon, inner work, the inner being. Allow your inner self to come out. All right, maybe you've done some release, you even. Yeah, thanks. Thank you. Even you. Oh, I see what you mean. Thank you. I'm thinking, yeah, that's okay. Important psychics. So this is, I think, not I was saying, but from reading for Lavender Moon, I think this is connecting with your spirit guides, your psychic, and it's like, yay. Let's work, because we were talking about this other day. We've got all these spirit guides. The veil is thinning. There's a lot of energy going on and stuff like that, and we're sensing things, and it says your psychic insights are heightening, and it's perfectly okay. And you've done all the release work, you've let people go. Now it's time to sit back and enjoy Enjoy connecting with your spirit guides. Enjoy channeling their messages. Enjoy writing those chants. Enjoy thinking, what else can I do with these chants? Can I write a book with them? You know, get back into that psychic message, because the messages you're getting, it's time to start sharing that. The moon, because she shines her glory. And then, is Judy Jones here? Oh, interesting. You're welcome. It's Judy Jones. And then that will be the last one, because I've been on over an hour. So, but that's my interpretation. But again, please interpret it how you feel, because I'm just giving you my sort of interpretation. So Judy Jones is 5 of fire, the passion, but you're at a crossroads, or you have been, and you're doing your crossroads. Competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. So you got your passion and you've been putting it on hold, but now it's like, you know what, I'm going for this. I'm going to do this. And it may be in conflict with other people. This is Julie Jones, 5 of fire. Conflict with others. Yes, there may be a bit of a conflict that's going on at the moment. But you know what? Maybe we need to look at this in a different way. There's more than one different way. And maybe this conflict is there is because the way you've been going up things may need to be changed. Or someone else may need to change. And you need to sit them down and tell them, you know what? We need to revamp this, re-look at it, come from a different angle. The fire and the passion. Just because you're not passionate about it, I am. You just have to go with the flow, and I'm going to do it regardless. So there may be conflict with others about whatever you're doing. Maybe, I don't know, your business, your work career, or what you're doing. Bothersome details. People are really being in a pain in their backside, crossing the D's and dotting the I's. But you know what? Let's just do it. Let's, rather than fuss around and do it, let's just cross those T's and dot the I's just to shut you up. Yeah, I'm doing this. Are you happy? And then let them go off too long, and then you can get back to doing your passion. So this is a brief break. But you know what? If that's what they want me to do, you know, the legal side, they want me to go, you're all right, I will do it. You know, I'll do it. And then I can carry on doing my own thing. I've crossed the T's, dotted the I's, you've got the boxes all done, but I'm going to carry on doing my own thing. But I've appeased you, and this is what it is. This is the 5, a slight thing, because I know what I'm passionate about. I know what makes my soul and spirit flows. I've got my passion, and I am doing it. But you know what? I'm just going to have to pacify you for a little bit, and then off you go. I hope that makes sense. It makes sense, absolutely. So thank you everyone who joined me tonight. I've shared a hell of a lot of information about the 4 court cards. I hope you now understand, you know, about that, and I'm giving you all homework. Next time you meet someone, and you're going to be doing it, I do this often. I go, are you a page? Are you a knight? Are you a queen? Are you a king? Are you in reverse? Are you a coin? Are you emotional? Or you're, you know, not in, oh, you're a queen, you're nurturing, but you're over emotional on this, and you're letting your emotions, and you go, yeah, that is, and it's interesting. And then sometimes see if you are that person as well. How am I being? Because we all fluctuate. So one day you may be a page, the next day you may be the queen, then you might be the knight, and then you may be the king. And one day you'll be in reverse, the next day you'll be upright. And it's fun, it's great. And then one day you go, oh, I'm being all cups today. I'm being really emotional. Oh, hey, you know what? I'm being all swords because I'm thinking loads, I'm getting excited, or I'm being all fire today, you know. And just have a look and see, you know, how you can influence all these things. And that way it's trying to break up the tarot. So I hope that makes sense to you. It's been quite in depth. I think when I start doing the next... the major arcana, which is what I'm going to be talking about the 4 cards in, I'm not sure, next Thursday. I'll either talk about the suits. I think I might talk about the suits because I've talked about the numbers 1 to 9. I've talked about the court cards, and I think next week we will look at the 4 suits individually and go into a bit of it. And then, like I said, you know, you don't have to learn 78 cards. All you've got to learn is the 4 suits, and the numbers 1 to 9 and the 4 courts, and then you just substitute them in. So like I said, a knight, he's, you know, keen and eager because he finds those, but is he a knight using his emotions, or is he a knight using his money? Is he a knight using his thoughts, or is he a knight using his passion? And it's like the same definition. So that's how I'm breaking down the tarot, to make it really easy and understand. It's not mystical. You don't need to spend years and years well, you can if you want to, but you can with just this tiny little bit of knowledge. And then once you've got that knowledge, you then start building it up. And as the weeks go on, hopefully you'll learn a bit more and be able to understand where we're coming from. So I hope you've enjoyed today. I hope you've enjoyed the cards. Thank you for joining me tonight. Now, there is a very, very good opportunity. There will not be a live tomorrow night. Very good. A 99.9% chance that there may not be a live tomorrow night. Why? Because I'm off to the motorhome and camper home exhibition at Birmingham. Did you hear that, Julie Jones? I am off to the motor and camper van exhibition tomorrow. I'm going Saturday and Sunday. I'm going tomorrow with my daughter. She's got the money. And I'm going on Saturday with Stacey and Henry and little Ellie. So I'm going for 2 days to look at the caravan and camping exhibition. And that's why I'm having all the feelings at the moment. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow. So there is a good chance that I may not be back by 6 o'clock, or if I am, I'm going to be absolutely knackered because there's 11 halls to get round. And that's why I'm going for 2 days, because I don't think I'm going to get around all the halls in one day. But yeah, bring something nice. Yeah, like a camper van. Actually, Colin, I will probably be doing, because I'm going up for loads of ideas, but I have decided I'm not going to buy a brand new one, because as soon as you buy a brand new one, it loses money. So I'm looking to buying one that's about 18 months to 2 years old. So I may be using you to come and look at me, help me when I go actually buy one. I may be using you to come as my, because I don't want to get ripped off. And you know what you're doing. So I may be using you. So I might come back. You never know. I'm not planning on buying a brand new, well, that's my idea, because I'd rather, spend things. But it's to go and get me some ideas on things, because I've got lots of questions to ask and things, and I want to see it. So yeah, so Colin, you never know. Your expertise may be called upon when I suddenly go, right, I'm actually going to get it now. I love to, even at that age, you're going serious money. Am I? Ooh, thanks, Colin. The thing is, and it's not an excuse, if I get something really, really old, I haven't got a garage where I can fix it and things like that. So this is why I've got a slight technical problem. So that's why I need to get a sort of new one, or a one that's not got many problems, because I haven't got a garage and I've got, I'm not technical. So it swings and roundabouts, how old to buy one. So this is where I need someone like you to come along and go, yeah, that's a good one, or that's a builder up one, or well, that's got lots of faults, because I don't know what I'm looking for. So so I may be calling on your expertise, and anyone else who's got some expertise in camper vans and motorhomes and things like that. I have sort of decided roughly on what I'm going to get. Choice of two. I'm sure we can find your Daisy somewhere. I think we can. And this is where I'm getting scared, because the thoughts of going off and doing things on my own, travelling on my own, is really giving me a lot of anxiety, a lot of panic attacks. I can't go out on my own. And this is what the problem is, because it's like the excitement is, I'm wanting to do this, I'm going to try and get it into fruition, but then going off for a week or a fortnight or a weekend on my own, and this is what's giving me real scared attacks, real panic attacks, real claustrophobic attacks, because it's the unknown, and it's like, no, we're not going to do that because you can't do it on your own. I know I can do it because I'm the eagle, Colin. But yes, so I will be, if that's okay with you, Colin. I've just asked you, I was going to message you things, but I'm so excited. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow. So like I said, there probably may not be a live tomorrow night. If anyone watches this back live, let me know how you go, because there's loads of information. If anyone knows about buying motorhomes and camper vans and want to share some knowledge with me, send me some groups that I can join to get some more information, Colin. But have a great evening, and if I don't see you live tomorrow, have a fantastic weekend, whatever you're up to. And then on Monday I'll tell you all about my exciting adventure, leading an extraordinary life. Have a great evening, enjoy, thanks for joining, and I'll catch you soon, probably not tomorrow, hopefully Monday. Have a great weekend. Take care. Namaste. Bye, 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 bye.